Hello and welcome back to Musgro Farm. We are working on vegetable soup right now. We're going to try to complete the demo this episode, basically get our vegetable soup operating at the highest capacity that we can get to, and basically try to complete the tech tree. So speaking of the tech tree, let's grab the tech tree here. Let's just start buying stuff. I'm not going to buy the business one yet. We are going to do the work speed. And let's grab some additional input trucks, that would be good. And let's grab a max truck levels, or we could do a road maintenance. Let's do road maintenance, increase the speed of vehicles by 20%. We have 1 point left. Let's go ahead and do, let's do max truck levels. Go to fields here, let's grab we have 3 points, let's grab harvesting speed here, let's grab field workers. Grab that should actually complete this tech tree, so the fields tech tree is 100% complete. And then the buildings tab here, we have 3 points to spend. We have a whole bunch of stuff to buy. Let's grab this extra large storage. Let's grab the building workers. Alright, so that's good there. So that's all our points spent. Alright, so let's check the vegetable soup here. We have 2 other workers we can buy. Let's go ahead and buy those. So we need to provide vegetable broth at 77 per second. Vegetable broth currently over here is being made at only 20 per second. We have a whole bunch of upgrades we can do, but this is rank B actually, and this is rank A. So let's actually look at building another vegetable broth setup. I think that'll be beneficial. We can actually look at deleting a lot of this stuff down here. We don't want to delete too much of it because this is how we make money. But let's delete all that. And let's get a second operation going. So basically we're going to copy this setup down. We just need to, we should really come up with a better layout, but this is already ranked up, so I'm just going to leave it be for now. If I were to do another playthrough, I would probably work on coming up with a more efficient design, so trucks don't have to travel as far. But for now, it'll be good enough. Let's get it going. Let's grab some fields. We need celery. We're going to put some cutters in. Cutters do not need street access. Large storehouse. We're basically just copying this setup. And 2 packagers. Copy this setup right here. We're going to somehow move that into here. And it'll just be a little square. Then we can work on deleting some of this stuff because the trucks are going to get, as you can see, this is already backed up where trucks are too busy right now. There's almost 900 items in here to be picked up. Alright, all those recipes are assigned. They are fully upgraded, so everything's maxed out. Let's go ahead and copy this other setup. Let's grab another warehouse. Put that in there. We need to put in some fields. We're going to start with corn. Rotate this so we can show we have street access for this. Then we need kale. This will make another set of vegetable broth. Okay, let's grab this soup kitchen down here. Let's grab the truck tab and buy a couple of vehicles for it. Get us up to level 10. The soup kitchen way up here, making vegetable soup, needs 77 per second. So we're going to want to rank these up. This vegetable broth and this vegetable broth. This vegetable broth is already rank B. Let's go ahead and max out the workers. That's making 30 per second. We could probably get this up to 35. We're going to run out of money pretty quickly. There, that's at 35, so at rank level 14. So it needs tomato paste at 2.9 per second. We come up to this tomato paste here. This is only 1.8 per second. So let's grab some workers. Just max that out. So that's at 3 per second. This needs them at 2.9 per second, so it's close enough. But this needs tomatoes at 18.1 per second, sliced tomatoes. Sliced tomatoes will be made here. This is actually already making enough. It's already maxed out. It's not even maxed out. So this needs 18.1 tomatoes per second. This is producing 19.8 per second, assuming we are supplying it with 40 per second of tomatoes. And we're not supplying it with tomatoes fast enough, so let's grab some workers. So there we go. Now let's check this here. Let's grab this input truck here. Let's just buy another vehicle for it. Upgrade it a couple times. Let's check this again. So we need 35 per second here, which would give us these. Still wouldn't give us the full 77, but I guess we could go for the full 77. So it means we need what, 35 plus 4, 39. We need 39 out of this. 1.9 million. Yikes. So there you go, 39.6. So we need, let's just work our way down the list. So the Mirepoix right here, we need, looks like 9.9 per second. So that is being produced right here. This is only at 5.6, so let's get this up to 9.9. There we go, that's up to 10 per second now. But that means we need to supply these 3 ingredients here, garlic, onion, or carrots, celery, and onion at 13.3. These are producing at 16. So that's good there, but that means as long as we're supplying 32 per second of these, which we are only supplying them at 13 per second. So we're going to have to look at ranking these up again. So there you go, we can actually get it done with max these out. So this is actually balanced out very nicely. Let's check this. We need kale here at 52.8 per second. Here's kale. This is only 43.9. So that is 58.6. That's good enough now. Time at 26.4. That is 29, so that's good. And that's good. So this storage is maxed out, so I don't know if it's going to stall the production of this because this doesn't have anywhere to deliver to. It looks like this is delivering just fine, so it must be going straight from here to there without hitting the storage. So anyway, alright, so looking around the map, we have some problems. We have every warehouse basically full. This is full. This is full of vegetable soup even, so we're not even selling it fast enough. So we need to look at a couple things. We could probably delete the stuff that we don't need anymore. Like, you're not supposed to grow everything all at once because it will basically overwhelm the system, which we have done. So let's actually go into here first. Let's check out this. This is only 170,000. It's getting quite pricey. So this truck's gonna hold 1,000. I think we're just gonna go through and delete some of this stuff. We'll start slow just to make sure we have enough money, but it looks like we have 34 million. So let's focus on the vegetable soup as our main money maker. Like, this plot could be vegetable soup, and then in the future, you know, we could turn this plot into making kale salad. You know, and this plot up here could be something else. So that'll be fun for the future game. Let's go through and actually just delete all this stuff. Just simplify the map here. There we go. So now all we have left is vegetable soup. Guess you can't do it like that, so let's go. Let's grab the corn here, upgrade this to kale. Confirm that. Let's grab. So that's a crop rotation there. Once those are done, we'll upgrade these. Let's go ahead and let's rank this up for 1.2 million. We need to come over here and rank these up. Okay, everything's upgraded to the appropriate levels, so we're making 39.6 vegetable broth per second. But the problem we're having is the blue trucks are coming here and picking up the vegetable broth and selling it. But we can't turn the construction truck off because there is corn here that we are just growing and selling. So we have the extra compost. So we can't turn this blue truck off. So like, if I click on this blue truck right here, if I can get to it, it has 260 vegetable broth that it's going and selling. So let's go up to the farm center here, see if we can go to the logistics tab and prevent, let's see, crop. Let's prevent vegetable broth. So this will basically say that they cannot pick up vegetable broth. So I should fix that problem. Yeah, so he just picked up corn now. He does not have any vegetable broth. So that's good there. Now all the vegetable broth will come up to here. Okay, so it's been running a while. The vegetable broth is not stockpiling. Let's check the warehouses. This has nearly 600, almost 700. This has 2,000 vegetable broth. So we're not transporting the vegetable broth fast enough. I don't know if there's anything we can do about that. We can grab this. We can start maxing these out. That only gets 400. Let's go to the general tab. Let's grab this road maintenance, makes vehicles 20% faster. We could probably do max truck levels. I don't know if this applies to the input trucks, but let's do it. Go back to this. Let's see if that's changed this at all. It does give it more levels. 2.8 million though. Pretty pricey to hold an extra 20 vegetable broth. 5 million to hold another 20. I don't know that it's worth it. So we definitely have to come up with a different design where all this is somehow attached to the soup kitchen because it cannot transport them fast enough. Alright, so I wasn't going to do this, but I can't resist. I'm going to delete everything and redo our design a little bit to see if we can get a little less travel time, because broth has to be transferred all the way from down here to all the way up here. So that's not great. Let's go ahead and delete this stuff and just try some new stuff. I don't know if we'll have enough money for this, but we're doing it. So we're going to move this stuff down to here. So I'm going to basically do a time lapse of this because it's going to take me a little bit of time to do it. So I will show you the highlights and be right back. Alright, so let's get this started. Let's put the fields in for the aromatic veggies. We're going to just put a warehouse in here to store these, and then this will be a packager to make the veggies. Then we'll put we need some diced potatoes and corn and peas and stuff like that for the vegetable soup. So we'll put a warehouse in there and a soup kitchen in, and we'll just connect it by road here. Then we will put on the flip side of this, we will put in some more storehouses so that we can make the vegetable broth on this side so it won't have far to go. We just need to put the fields in for that. It is basically kale, parsley, thyme, and we're going to put some corn in there just so we get some extra compost, and that way we can have some fields to do crop rotation with. We'll draw some roads in, just get it all connected and hooked up. Then we will have to delete this stuff over here and make room for the other materials for the veggie broth over here. So we were going to make the mirepoix and the sliced tomatoes over on this side. We're going to do 2 sets of them like we did before, so that we will have 2 sets of sliced tomatoes being made for the veggie broth. And we'll just put in the correct fields here. This is tomatoes, this is carrots, this is onions, and finally celery. We'll have to clear out some room so we can put that last field up there. Just trying to figure out what's next here. I guess we'll start selecting these recipes so that we can see where we're at and make sure everything's working. And we will just delete this stuff up here and put in the last fields that we need. We'll set these recipes. And we can just select all these fields at once and max these out so that we can rank them up pretty soon. We'll come up to the top here and just start deleting this stuff. We don't need it anymore. And then we'll start setting recipes on these, and we'll have to rank these fields up as well, so we'll max those out. At this point, we're just going to move this stuff down a little bit because this doesn't quite fit how I like it. Move this corn down to here. We'll move these other fields down. At this point, I'm going to pretty soon hopefully realize that I am missing a building here. I need a cuttery in here, and it does not fit. So unfortunately, we're going to have to delete all this stuff and move it down one space so that we can fit the cuttery in up there. So we'll just have to move the corn down. We'll move all these other fields down. Replant them. We'll have to re-rank everything up, get it back up to rank B, max them out. But it shouldn't take too long. We'll move the storehouse and the veggie broth soup kitchen down. And then we'll just delete all this and move all this down one space. That's the packager for the aromatic veggies. And now we can fit the cutters in here. And we can move this down here as well. We're going to have to delete these fields and put cutters in as well because we need to dice the potatoes and the shell, the corn, and the peas. And then we'll put the fields back in for there and we'll be good to go. New setup works okay. We have backups everywhere. The storages are full of miscellaneous ingredients that we are oversupplying. But we do have plenty of vegetable broth. If we click on this, we have a little bit short on the aromatic vegetables, but they are being produced just fast enough to keep it moving. So we're producing a simple vegetable soup every 2.5 seconds. We're bringing roughly 30 to 35,000 per second. This number does fluctuate quite a bit. But the new setup does work. The transportation is not as far. So broth just has to go from here to this building here in the center. And this tomato paste is the longest transport. It comes from the top right of the screen down to one of these two vegetable broth makers. So not too bad at all. But in the meantime, we earned one general point. Let's grab the business center so I can show you that real quick. This basically gives you another building you can build down here, the business center. We'll stick it right there. And it basically has contracts you can complete. So we could grow stuff and sell it as a contract, and it's worth more money and more XP. Center does open a new tech tree up here. It has some stuff here that you can do. Increase XP bonus for contracts. You can get more money from contracts. You can increase the maximum number of contracts you can accept at a given time. So it's good stuff there. If we click on the business center, it basically refreshes contracts every 10 minutes to start with. I think you can reduce that time. But if you click on the contracts button, we have two contracts it's asking for, shard and baby carrots. So if we click on shard, it tells you that's the almanac here. But we can accept this contract, and we basically have to deliver 1,800 shard, and we'll get 40,000 bonus business XP, and it'll be worth 100. Each product sold at this contract will be 100% of the normal field's XP. So we'll get, basically it says a total of 720k field XP. So we could probably just grab a field real quick. Grab some shard. Just plant it right there, and that should complete the contract pretty quickly. Let's max this out. Give us a shard every 0.8 seconds, and you can see the truck's already picking it up and taking it to the business center. Works just like the farm center. It picks it up, delivers it, and we'll have this contract complete in no time. So we're just about done with this contract. We have delivered 1,800. He's going to pick up and deliver the last load to wherever he goes. Just off screen here to sell it. And that completes the contract. So we got some rewards for that. We got 2,000 points up here. And we earned enough to get a point for this. So now we could each round of contracts will contain 2 additional contracts per point. Increase the maximum number of contracts you can accept at any time. So this we need to spend 3 points over here before we can unlock these. So let's grab this one here. So that is a look at the demo of Musgro Farms. Pretty fun game. I hope it keeps getting developed. There is no time frame on when it'll be released, but it is a pretty solid demo. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.